my beautiful stars, reading time. So today we are going to do person on your mind, how you think they feel, what you think is going on versus what's really going on in this situation. So let's get into it. All right, main collective, what you think this person is feeling right now. Okay. So we've got attachments with avoidance. Okay. There could have been a bit of love bombing here. Healing, but hot and cold. Okay, so this collective, you'd be all over the place. Whoever's on your mind, I think you're maybe losing it. Like these three here. I know we've got healing. I think that's something more that you're hoping this person's going through. Maybe you're hoping that they're reflecting on if the person on your mind approached you this intensely and they came in all guns blazing. It was one of those connections that went 0 to 100. And then as soon as you started maybe bringing your walls down or matching that intensity, this person started to, I don't want to say freak out, but they clearly started to detach from the intensity that they were showing you. Of course, you'd be doing your head in right now. I think you question if they even, I think you hope that they still have feelings here. This is how you think they feel. So if anything, most of these, I think this collective, you're losing faith with whoever this person is. Maybe sometimes you think that they reflect on this. I'm literally hearing in my mind, was it even real? Like that's what I'm hearing in my mind. So this collective, you've clearly had that thought pattern. I want one more for this love bombing because sometimes I see that as a lot of intense emotion, like explosion of emotion. Hold on. I'm surprised Ghosted didn't come out. This is making me feel like you're one of my collectives. The person on your mind, you really did feel ghosted here. Train horn. Okay, so you could be quite magical. You could really be connected to your, supernatural abilities. You could be quite a bit of a spiritual person. Maybe you feel that this person had a little bit of intimidation by your spirituality, and this is kind of what freaked them out a little bit. But I am hearing, I know this is how you think they feel, but I think sometimes your sixth sense and your belief when it comes to this, you truly question. And I'm not going to lie, and I'm hearing it, this is a card of magic for me, and I also have a couple of collectives here where you think that the person connected to you, if it wasn't them, it was people around them that could have interfered energetically as well. And I'm also hearing this, especially if you are a little witchy poo. Maybe you, and you guys know my belief on it, but if you have done some energy work, maybe you're questioning if they feel that energy work. Hearing quite a few things with this one. That's an important detail because there's so many, like this is underneath that intense emotion. Sorry, just got an email. Okay. Avoidant. All right. So whenever I do these, you got synchronicities here. normally what you think they're feeling, you're experiencing yourself. So this collective, you are clearly seeing signs and synchronicities of this person. You are clearly going through a healing journey, especially if you have this running through your veins. You yourself, I'm feeling very hot and cold when it comes to your thought pattern on this connection. Maybe it's been a long time. Maybe you've been in a long period of no contact. You yourself would be reflecting on certain attachment styles you have. You yourself would embody some form of avoidant energy. So I'm feeling so much mirrored energy. It's like what you have bubbling under the surface, you think that or hope that they feel the same in some areas, but to have avoidant here with signs, I think you question, do they see the signs and synchronicities I see? Are they even activated? I always say, until you're activated to the universal flow of life, you don't notice signs and synchronicities. So maybe this is a question for you, especially if you get a lot of signs of this person. Although I always say, if you're getting a lot of signs of a person you've put a face to, especially if you resonate that to be masculine energy, even feminine energy, if you're getting a lot of signs to a feminine energy, there's more feminine things you need to focus on within yourself. If it's masculine, there's more masculine things you need to focus on yourself. But because your brain has allocated their face, whenever you're getting bombarded by their name, their birthday, their karmic, certain songs, whatever it is, you straight away think, oh, this person must be thinking of me. It's your higher self saying, you need to put more effort into this area. Remember, this journey is to balance our internal feminine, masculine energy. And you yourself, I'm also hearing this, especially because I feel you'd be in a little bit, I don't want to say frustration, maybe a little bit of lost hope. Maybe the signs you are getting of this person, you yourself are like getting fed up. You don't want to see those signs. But again, you're not seeing your signs properly. We talk about this all the time here. If you think signs are a riddle, you haven't allocated them. Okay, attachments. But important numbers, 20, 202, 22, 222, and 24. You could be seeing a lot of those numbers specifically. So you do think that they think about moving forward, but then their avoidance kicks in. So maybe you think this person struggles with rejection trauma or abandonment issue. Everyone deals with trauma differently. If you think that this person wants to move forward and take action, but this pops in, you clearly know this person has some form of fear to approach you. There could be hidden truths that you think, and especially this, how I said that you as a collective could think maybe your spirituality or your sight intimidates them. So if you think in the bottom of your core that this person has hidden some things, or unfortunately you have felt gaslighted by things, for them to have their attachment, their trauma that comes over them when they think about moving. I always say our armor comes up when we're vulnerable, right? Clearly you believe as a collective this person's armor is avoidance, right? So when they get all armor comes up, I'm going to avoid that. There could be a conflict avoidant as well in your mind. So there's clearly something you do as a collective energetically that would intimidate them and get their barrier up when it comes to you. Again, this is just how you think they feel right now. I will confirm everything. I just want to get this out of the way first. Love bombing, magic. Okay. My angels, I really hope you haven't been working with anyone's energy. But again, everyone has their own beliefs, but all those deviations to see this courage, bravery, determination, persistence. Why do I think the right collective? You've done some energy work here. Trying to get this person to come forward. Don't make it fit. I think this collective, it's like you hope they feel the intensity of the work that you've done. Very specific. It's coming through so clearly. If you have not done this, this is not your reading, because that just kind of sorts out. Hold on, I just want to confirm. And I say this as well, even listening to those subliminals where, you know, manifest your SP, manifest obsessive, like that is doing, you're interfering in energy. Because when you're listening to those things, you have their face in your mind. And if you are really a powerful being, of course you're going to pull at their threads. Wow. So you've got commitment. Things are about to get serious. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Pregnancy. Okay. I also do see that as expectation. You could have shared a pregnancy with this person. Or this... Hold on. I got these to see if that spell card came out. That didn't come out. Hold on. One more for commitment. This collective, you could actually have some movement coming. Hold on. I want one more for this row. You could have lost someone near and dear to you through this separation. As we said it, through this breakup. So from the breakup, you've got the pair here. From the breakup to the commitment. Something's being guided to you right now. So if you do have a lost loved one and you really resonate a lot of your signs that you get from, you know, that lost loved one, even if it's a fur baby, whoever you in your mind gives you these signs, you would be getting so many signs right now of a switch with energy. A lost loved one is watching over you. There is something here with synchronicities. So that deviation about questioning if they see the signs like you do. Just seeing this. Hold on, let's just get a couple more. What's this? They'll be back. Okay, the universal float. This, again, I just want to bring up this magic. My opinion, my truth. I'm not trying to implement my truth on anyone. I always say, what you believe you create, okay? But when it comes to true soul connections, true divine connections, not karmics, I always say karmics, you can manipulate the energy back into your favor, and you get those examples, you know, those relationships, you'll have arguments, you call each other like 100 times. It's like you just end up getting that relationship back on track time and time again. With divines, completely different. Once that veil's on, it's on. The divine has got control of it. It's your healing journey that takes hold, right? So when you are trying to do energetic things, and I say this about the cord cutting, we've delved into this a lot, it's actually a detriment, because you've got no control over the energy. If anything, you're pushing it away more and more. Or if you do have some form of pop-up of you doing this kind of stuff, it's dry. It doesn't come through the way you expected it to come through. For you to have everything in divine timing. Let things flow. Like the divine is literally saying this return is up to them, right? So even though you've got this here from the breakup to commitment, it will be guided back to you. This, they'll be back in divine time. Like we don't have the communicate card. We don't have the confession card. We don't have the date night here. I know we've got this, but I think this collective, it's not that they're not around your energy, but there's something the divine is blocking here right now. And my truth, if you were doing this kind of work, you'd be blocking it more and more because you're not trusting. One more for that. Two more for that. There it is. I knew it. Don't make it fit, this collective. That's the card I want. So that deviation about what you're doing here, you're blocking it. The love spell came out. So there's someone else in the middle trying to, but you yourself, you're sabotaging it with the energy. You're trying to interfere in something you need to let flow. It's not that it's not around you, but literally and that's why I got this deck. So this, they'll be back. Trust the divine. You doing this, you're sabotaging it, right? Let's take someone else in the middle. This card is about the sabotage, the interference. So that deviation for this collective, even though I said my universal truth, this collective, you clearly need to hear that message because they've just confirmed it. You've got to let it flow. Having these gifts, powerful self-development, self-work, self-love. Manifest things for you, not attached energy. You don't need to. If this person really struggles with avoidance, attachments, these kinds of things, you need to let this person get their life lessons. Unfortunately, have to walk through some really painful fires to start evolving this. They need to get to the point where they want to heal this. You can't push the healing onto them. So if you're trying to rush the process until they heal that, you'll forever be on the same roundabout. Time and time again of these kinds of attachment styles. This is someone you want in your life. You need to trust. You should not interfere. Let it flow. For the right collective, this should make sense. It shouldn't be triggering because that's such a big confirmation right there. You're sabotaging it. You're prolonging the timeline. You've got more energy on them than you do yourself. Let's get one more. There's that okay, I'm pretty sure we have a retrograde coming up, do we not? I'm pretty sure. So underneath this but even if it pops up with communication around this time, this card's about putting everything under review, communication issues. So I just want to confirm, from what I can see here, this is clearly something that you just need to let it be. And you need to trust. Deep in your soul, it's like hot and cold, this. Deep in your soul, you must know that this person needs to go through some things of change. And I actually see this a lot in the divine community. I see this a lot in personals and collectives. You guys say, oh, I just want to pray, and I give them strength. Pray for yourself. Give yourself strength. If you truly believe that you are one bound connection, by you praying for you, by you focusing on you, you're actually, it benefits them more because you're giving yourself power, right? You're starting to see your own reflection. You're focusing more on you, which makes them focus on them and what they need to change. Again, this collective, this is such an important detail. So if you haven't done this, you haven't been doing subliminal work, it's not your collective. You don't need to watch, all right? I know this is how you think they feel, but you could think you could question, have they seen my growth and my transformation? This is underneath healing, right? But I do also think you want them to heal that beautiful divine feminine energy within. You want them to have more understanding and compassion and empathy and sensitivity. You want them to knuckle into their depth of emotion, right? If they suffer with this, they clearly move more with logic. So you do want them to have a nice balance. I do think there's hopes here, but if you resonate with being a divine feminine, stillness, let things come to you. You don't need to force the river. You don't need to force things into your life. Just focus on your power. The reason she attracts so much in, because she's in stillness. She's coming from a pure place in the heart. She's a sovereign being. She doesn't have fear of what's around the corner. She sits in acceptance. So if you want them to achieve this, who needs to achieve it first? You're clearly powerful. Focus your power the right way. Just my advice. My advice. I'm literally in my mind seeing a little mirror. I don't know if you've buried a mirror or something. I'm seeing a mirror in soil. I really think this collective, you think this person is your reflection. I don't know if that's something you've done with energy work. Put that mirror back at you. Especially if you have done something like that, because I can see the fear in you. You are just ricocheting back and forth this, like you might think in the forefront of your mind, that's all you want. You just want this person back in your life, but you're accelerating scarcity and fear because even you don't have a clear, like sometimes and I know we haven't done one of these in a while, but sometimes it's, I love you, like it's just, and I kind of don't mind that positivity. I can see this is really up and down. And I think the biggest thing, this collective, you hope that they feel the energy work that you've done. Like that's smack bang in the middle. So then if you've had moments subconsciously, because remember the other deviation, you could think that people around them have interfered with your energy. Reflection though. Because this collective, you've done the same for the right collective. Hot and cold. Right person, wrong time. So you question if they even truly... And that's another thing. Sorry, I need to say this because there's a lot about magic here. Right person, wrong time, but hot and cold. So you've put an intention out there, but you don't even believe your intention enough to truly create the right energy. If you're going to do energy work, you need to believe it through the core. So again, it's like you're trying to manifest or create an energetical pull here, but look at the energy around you. You're not even in complete belief. And I always talk about a magician's mind. You put an energy like that out there with energy around you subconsciously like this, that is going to backfire. Just saying. Remember, she's so powerful because she comes from a place of purity in the heart, of true strength and true belief. This. Okay, hot and cold. So you could think this person's mother has interfered here, that they've got quite a few, and it makes sense with why you want them to heal their divine feminine energy within. This person's clearly opened up, or you've witnessed some, maybe not the best things from their maternal figure in their life. which maybe you yourself have struggled with certain things to do with your maternal example in your life. Reading this, I feel this collective, you hope, you really hope that they're transforming. You hope they can feel you. But it's like every time you would have this feeling that this person's going to move and they don't move because you're clearly a connected being, the excuses come up. Oh, it's still this, it's still that, it's still that. Maybe it's their external. Maybe it's this example. Maybe it's because this isn't healed yet. Like, instead of just surrendering and realizing they're not here right now, you have to validate it in your mind. And unfortunately, the way you're validating it in your mind is this person's X, Y, and Z. Now, if you're a real soul connection and you are saying in your mind they are X, Y, and Z, what are you putting through that thread? That they're X, Y, and Z, right? That's why I tell you guys, just focus on yourself. It's this kind of energy you start to create up here, which actually puts blocks in your threads. And if you're thinking this way about them, right, and this really is a soul connection, imagine what they're thinking about you. But anyway, so that's what you think they're feeling. I just want to see what you think their intention is. Oh, that just literally split on cleanse and clear. Cleanse out your auric field right now in your sacred space. I have to pick them up. I just went to put that down and they all just flew. Hold on a sec. I can't believe that just happened. Okay. This is what you think their intention is. Okay. So we've got Capricorn energy, or you could be Capricorn, they could be juggling, destiny, but union and in sync. Okay. So right, collective, straight off the bat, you definitely think this person either stresses about their finances or compares to you with their finances. To have these here, you do think this person's prioritizing responsibility and where they kind of are in life right now. It's like you believe this person sees you as their destiny and that they want this union, they want marriage, they want to really make sense with that, expecting there to. Maybe you've really envisioned in your 4D mind that this is going to be life partner energy. So you think deep down they really want this, but they've got to get their shit together first before they approach you. So maybe that as well, when they crave that movement. Another reason to avoid this is, I don't have my life together just yet. I was so focused on my career and my goals. I took you for granted and expected you to wait for me. Unfortunately, you knew you'd be waiting forever. I'm sorry I never put you first. I'm having a hard time processing what happened between us and juggling my personal responsibilities. So right now, in the depth of your soul, bloody iWatch update, and you might not know it here, but at the depth of your soul, you feel like an option. You don't feel like a priority. In the depth of your soul, you are feeling, and you're validating it in your mind, they're choosing X, Y, and Z responsibilities over this, even though they love me to the core. Does that sound healthy? Does that sound like you truly see yourself and what you deserve? Does that sound like a valid reason this person really truly sees you like this? Do you think this would stop them? And this is, and there's a reason I'm about to say this. And I'm not wanting to upset this collective. Whenever I do clarity readings, it's not just to give you the answers, it's to hopefully make you see things a bit differently. Anyone that watches me regularly, you've heard me say this. I really feel this collective, you think you're on a twin flame journey, right? Whoever activates in that feminine energy first, that's where the 4D activation comes. You see all this, but you do not see your timeline. Now, because you guys are sitting there longing and pining the signs, the synchronicities, your brain, you guys really believe that they feel everything that you're feeling. And I always tell you, you have to not hold on to this. There's a reason it's called the runner and chaser veil, all right? They're avoiding. It's not that they don't feel you. It's not that they don't care. It's not that they don't love you, but they've got their own trauma to deal with. Just how you guys, the chasing, even if it's just energetical. You guys have your own journeys of healing individually, without one another. And that holding on to them sitting there pining, craving, it sends you guys crazy. I always say they're about 6 to 9 months behind you. Until they activate to the universal frequency of life, their healing does not begin. You've got to remember, I talk about it all the time, 85% of this population, they don't go through self-discovery. And this is why, especially back to the magic and all, you've got to trust the universal flow of life. You do not need to light a candle and do some of this to create energy and magic. It's your brain. And you may think that you have complete belief, but you can see it even here. You don't even have a clear intent. Your emotion would be like this all the time. So what are you creating as a divine person? It's that separation energy we talk about all the time. Horn. So right now you think this person's intention, their responsibilities, their path in life, there's other things that they need to focus on. But I'm understanding our relation and our connection. What I once thought was trivial was something more on a higher consciousness. I couldn't understand it then, but I do now. I want commitment to you. I want to hold your hand in sickness and in health. I want to walk into the sunset with you and never look back. But I need to release certain commitments to fully be able to commit to you. So 3311 9165. So right now, as you're watching this, I think that's where you think they're choosing to put their efforts in, but they are in reflection and starting to understand the power of this connection. Okay, so that's your thoughts, this collective. I just quickly, before we get the universes, I just want to see what they want you to surrender to right now. Surrender to non-action, especially when it comes to the energy work. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. It's sad because, and I say, you guys all go through phases, and when you start to really discover your magic, and it takes a long time for you guys to really just come into center and really understand that true stillness that a divine feminine energy embodies. The energy you're coming from right now is more of that, and the dark feminine is beautiful, but dark feminine converge to kind of as well being a little bit manipulative, and even though you may not be doing that here, working with, especially without them knowing, it's coming more from that dark feminine place. And no judgment, but maybe that's something you need to reflect on. But the universe is saying, just breathe. This will come to you. The more you focus on your strength, the quicker your thought pattern's going to clear to that right strength it needs. Surrender to complete healing. And you probably think you're very, very healed right now. And I'm not saying you're not healing, but complete healing is surrender. And it's funny, she's like a beautiful unicorn. And I always say that unicorn energy, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. What is meant for you will never pass you by. And I say this a lot to my divines. You guys can swear black and blue that they're your divine counterpart, but you don't give it enough breathing room. Broken record. Average separation is about 3.5 years. You need to believe. You may not see the movement. You are a unicorn. Your journey is the unicorn's journey. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Focus all of that magical power on yourself. So your throat and your crown may need a little bit of clearing right now. And this is why your energy isn't smooth sailing. It's resentment. But the thing is, and you guys don't even realize that you're starting to build resentment, but the resentment comes from your own expectation, your 4D mind, thinking that they're just going to bang your door down. And then this is why you guys get stuck on layers, because you create the expectation. They feel and think exactly how you're feeling. They understand this journey, this and that. So then when you get the sporadic points of communication and they're dry, they're avoidant, they're not as intense, or you guys get triggered, right? Because you've created this energy internally and you're not being shown that energy that your mind has made you believe they feel. So then the block or the arguments, or then so many of you guys get stuck on this layer, but your resentment starts from you and what you've envisioned and what you've expected, instead of just letting that river flow. You're trying to force the end stop. You're trying to force the river to, I don't want to say come in. Does that even make sense? Pushing that boulder up a hill. Holding on to resentment only poisons you. And again, back to because that's the biggest part for this collective. You're doing energy work and you don't even have a clear, focus. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and just keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. That's what's going to help you here. One more. Play. They're saying go have fun. Do things that literally make you feel joy in the soul. And it's hard when you guys first activate. We talk about it all the time. You get inserted in your little magical bubble. You go through isolation. And I think you all need to have that time in your magical bubble. But you do, the more you close yourself off from the world, all you have is your thoughts. All you have is the overthinking. Without passions, without things that make you feel joyous, you get stuck so much emotionally. And I know that sounds meh, but it's the truth on this journey. You need things that, I don't want to say distract your mind, but that actually make you feel content and happy. Everyone in this world should have passions and hobbies. Without them, when you're in a down state, that's all you focus on. So of course you're going to start building resentment because you're sitting in hurt. I've had a few collectives this week finally starting to break out of their magical bubble, finding passions that help them see themselves. It's helping them find their self-worth, their love for themselves again. And it's not forced. They're enjoying doing it. Whatever it may be, you need to find what ignites that flame. Take a break from overthinking as a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time for recreation and rejuvenation. You know, I see this a lot when I do personals. Some people, and they don't even realize it, but there's core fundamentals that they need to feel this within them. Some people, they truly need an active lifestyle. It helps them feel this rejuvenation within. And normally, there's a reason I'm using this as an example for this collective. If you are someone that needs an active lifestyle to help you feel balanced, from a very young age, or you would have had a period in your life, there was something, let it be team sports, let it be the gym, let it be something, there would have been a period in your life where you did this and it made you feel confident and made you feel this kind of, whatever the case. There's a reason this is coming up for this collective. I find a lot of people that get activated, especially when you're in that magical bubble, all those things your soul really needs, because you're just in isolation, it's like they start to just fall off the bandwagon. And once you guys find your magic within, that becomes your new passion, right? So you just put all your energy into your sight, your internal. Remember, watch from the beginning, especially for this collective. But your soul needs so much more. And I feel this collective, it's like you've forgotten what actually makes you feel this. And you just get stuck. You get stuck in your mind. Especially divines. I find a lot of you guys go straight for the tarot when you activate. So you just sit there all day, every day, playing with your tarot, asking questions with your tarot, how is that soothing your mind? I always say you shouldn't read your own energy. Your ego gets in the way. And then that may be a passion for you now. But what else is your passion? Anyway, let's just get one more. And your solar, you need more confidence in yourself right now. The negative thinking, especially, and I already said my belief on doing energy works towards other people, but especially with a mind frame like this, you're crazy. I said it before, people don't understand, and divines should know this. What you think, you literally create. You are a walking magical stick. You're a walking magical candle. And you think by just sitting down for a couple minutes and putting an intention, and then after you do it going crazy and negative thinking, it's any different to what you're thinking all day, every day. That's what we penetrate out of us. That's how the universe reads us. It's not it's our energy that comes out of us, our aura, our auric field. First focus on you and your mental clarity and how to relieve the resentment. How to focus truly on your true complete healing for you. How to surrender to energetical chasing, physical chasing. And you guys just, they're still wounded, it's too much focus. That means you are too. I always say, you guys curse your spirit team, you curse them, you are in charge. It's your stepping stones. If you're constantly feeling blocked, it's because you're not mastering an emotion. You are magic. You. And I say this all the time when we're talking about evil eye and this and that. I always say you don't need to do return to sender, or you're a natural transmuter. You're a child of the divine. Clear this out first. And the way to use all that energy you're putting into this person, put it into yourself. And look at how far you go. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly focus. It says positive affirmations, but focus on the things that make you feel joyous. Focus on the things that when you look in that mirror, you feel proud. You feel worthy. You feel amazing. You believe that you are a walking goddess, God. that divine power runs through your veins. Focus on the things that make you believe that. She literally looks like a little fairy, doesn't she, running through the fairy garden? You could have a little fairy garden. Okay. I just quickly want to see the universe's perspective on your connection, because I truly, just how much I'm talking about divine and activation, I do think this is a divine collective, but you just need to shift your thought pattern a bit. So let's just see how the universe is seeing your connection. Not future, I want to see currently. Like what still needs to be worked on. Let's just see. Current. Oh, so it is soul contract. Okay. Things are developing, but you've got devil energy, shadow. But we've got steady movement forward. You're on track, right? So there's steady movement forward. This will go the distance. I think it shouldn't be your focal point right now, because this is what's building the resentment and the negative thinking without you even knowing, because they're becoming a habit, an unhealthy habit right now, right? It's that you think about them day in, day out, all day, every day, right? So again, what should be something so beautiful in reflection, because a true soul connection, they completely change you in the most beautiful, profound way. Yes, it's through pain, but you find yourself, you break free from the mold. This collective, instead of seeing it in a beautiful lens, which I'm sure you do at times, but then when the fear of them not coming back and the hot and cold, are they healing, are they this, all that beauty goes out the window. You both are clearly connected to your Falcon energy. Focus on your higher self. Focus on your true abundant timeline of you. Don't look at your abundant timeline as being external gain. All the riches in the world, the divine reunion, you coming home to yourself. You need to rise above right now. Again, focus on you and your skill set, your true skill set for yourself. You need to transition and change some things. But your higher self, third eye, far-reaching vision for you. It is developing. Air sign. But you need to trust in the development and release. And we said it before. You believe or you don't. But this in and out, it's not healthy for a beautiful, magical, powerful unicorn's mind like this collective. Agreement, pact. You're packed your cycle. You need to trust. So whatever's in your soul contract, which actually I'm going to get a few cards for, that needs to be healed and cleared before you come back into alignment. So that's what you need to focus on. What was your time in separation meant to create, not just for you, but for this person? Because until those things are cleared out, you're on pause. So focus on you, your journey, your mission, and it'll come in a lot quicker. Promise, bond, circular cycles. Shadow right now, but this, I think this collective, you're still clearly in the obsessive phase, which you all go through, but you all transition out of too. Okay, some stay stuck in it longer than others, but this is the way this is depicted is beautiful, and this is the energy you need right now, right? So instead of thinking that this person is prioritizing their finances, this and that, you need to too. You both need to. You need discipline. You need mental discipline. They're saying some more goals are needed right now. Workhorse, you need to be consistent. I see this a lot, and True divines, it's not just about activating your divine mission and it'll all come in. It's finding yourself again. And a lot of you guys can get blinded to this. You find your path, you're spreading love in the world, which is beautiful, but that's just a puzzle piece. There's more to it. But you guys knuckle, you find your path and you think, yep, I've done it. So I just need to keep her. It's your cup, filling your cup and seeing your reflection, your self-love, self-value, self-respect, your empowerment. That is your biggest key. So just because you found your birthright, do you embody all of those? Because this collective, you don't. Not at the moment. And I'm saying that in a loving way. Look at what you think this person feels. We said it before, subconsciously. You know you're an option in their life, in your thought pattern. Right? The priorities of responsibilities and finances. Just watch the whole reading. So you might not think that here. But you're true into what you truly think that they feel. Look what they're prioritizing, right? So you don't see yourself properly just yet because there's still such a center focus. Right, collective, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. Finding your path and helping this world is beautiful. That's what true divines, we're servants for the world. But until you truly see yourself, even your path, you're not even filling their cup up the right way. You may believe you are, but just filling your cup up doesn't just impact love situations, it's your community. There's a reason this is coming out for this collective, because when that complete healing came out, I really feel this collective, you think it's like you've ticked all, you dotted all your I's, crossed all your T's, like there's more, okay? Really tough reading to hear. Yeah, right now, this is what weighs you down. Oh my God. So, okay, we do have steady movement forward with the ball and chain, yes. But you've got to stop focusing on it. It's creating the resentment and negative thinking, right? Heavy, weighed down, codependent. You are so codependent still. You may not be getting the physical tests of your codependence because you're probably isolated, right? But you are so codependent on the outcome that it's trapping you, restricting you. This says addictions. You could suffer with certain addictions, or this person could, but definitely addictive thought pattern, that's for sure. There could be some form of unhappy marriage or situation tied, but emotional baggage, right? Baby steps. You're moving forward, but there's a few little shifts that need to happen up here. All right, this soul contract. I actually want to get a few for this. What's this soul contract? Oh! You can't have a phoenix without burning. You can't have a phoenix without pain. You can't have a phoenix without all of this. Embrace it. This is what divines truly do. They make us walk through the fire time and time again to have this granted to us. And you're still in the energy right now. This person's clearly granted you enough, well, not enough. They're still burning you, slowly but surely, but you're rising from the ashes. What fires have you returned to this person? In the energy you're in now, you might find strength in silence. This person knocked on your door, you'd be like, hey, how are you? You're not returning no fire to them. You're not making them the things that they've done to you. It's a blessing, what they've done to you, actually. Your contract, you both need to go through a phoenix period. Death, rebirth, a proper heart awakening. Right now, your heart's closed. Just because you're longing doesn't mean it's opened. You're all emotionally unavailable yourself because you're craving someone emotionally unavailable. You both need to rise from the ashes, total transformation and a complete renewal. until that happens for both of you, and you got 2525 be an important number in your contract. So let it be last time you heard from this person, the 25th. You guys tend to, divines, it's actually quite magical. You have specific months and dates that always come into cycle as well. But 25 could be really important for you and your person. But again, you could be seeing that angel, or maybe you need to look it up. Angel numbers go up in the thousands. That 7 comes to 14, which comes to 5. Total transformation. So that's wanting to come out. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was magic, because it makes so much sense with the energy of this collective. So part of your contract, right? Bear with me. And again, this message is truly coming from a place of love to give you guys strength, right? I'm not a sugarcoater reader. Everything I'm saying is coming from a place to actually, hopefully, try and switch this collective's focus. So part of your soul contract, until you let go of this, I need all the information. I need this. So you both be little spies. You might not energetically, or you might not physically, that you both clearly have an issue with this. Is part of your soul contract to heal. Gathering all the information. I need to get clarity. I need to do this. That putting everything under a microscope, examining the fine print. Like, until you guys get through this is another thing that needs to be healed. You need to detach. Have you hit detachment? Going within, you clearly have been going within, understanding the silence, self-reflection, which you have. You clearly, I wouldn't be speaking like this if you don't self-reflect. Let's be real, you wouldn't still be watching this reading. This would be a triggering reading. But thinking it's over, the end, letting it be. So until you truly get to the point where you've released this, and you're in that mind frame, oh my God, this was just a chapter. Like, and not saying it with fear, but this, for this collective, this is part of your contract. This comes in when you truly believe this is over. And not you just forcing it. Not you forcing it with negative, positive, negative, positive. This is when you truly release it. And I know that may be confronting, and you could be sitting here right now thinking, I don't think I'll ever be able to get, you will. I always say the tables turn, and in the moment of true obsession, oh, but they're my twin flame, I'll never get over. You guys don't believe you'll get to that point. You will. The chaser doesn't become the runner, but you see yourself, right? You see your worth. Their behavior, the way they come in, it doesn't work anymore. So what happens? Because you find your worth and you've got your veil of strength. You return the favor. You don't put up with it. So they're breadcrumbing this and that. You put boundaries up. And that is what makes them finally, because the thought of losing them heals you. When they start to truly believe they've lost you, what happens to them? That's when the magic really begins. This collective, you ain't there yet. You would be the, hey, or it's the games. Oh, I'm not going to reply for this amount of days and this and that. No, when you've really found your strength, and it will come. This is why I say, divines, you all go through the phases. This is normal. And again, the time. That saying, time heals all wounds. Eventually it does. You know, I always say, true heartbreak like you're experiencing, 4 to 7 years for the human brain to truly get over it. And that ain't divine, that's just the human brain. People don't give themselves enough grace to heal. Let's get 2 more. Oh. So when you come into your good fortune, so you're one of my collectives, it's when your empire really starts to take off. So that's a question you need to ask yourself. And that would have been in your 4D mind as well, not just their union. When you activated, you would have seen your higher self, what your higher self is achieving. You guys just have this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to open a foundation, I'm going to do this, I'm going to move here. You have this drive when you first activate. Do you still have sights of that? What you saw you were going to achieve? Because that comes first. One more. And we said live here, live there. When you truly become, that I do think you're dependable, but this card is about dependability, relocation, but knowing exactly where you're going. And I do think you know where you're going, but I do sometimes think this collective, you know there's more. Maybe you've had a moment of feeling a little bit lost of recent. What was this all for? When you truly know where you're going and you're focusing on you and you've let this be. You've really gone through probably your 10th, 20th, 30th Phoenix period. It will come in. 25, 25, 14, 2nd of the 6th, 6th of the 2nd, 27. Or 26 is a number. Oh, when you realize you are truly someone exceptional. Not just say it, but truly believe it. Things will be illuminated. More self-discovery, more light codes. You're forever growing and changing with this energy. I always say 7 ascensions, another crowning. It's a forever journey. All right, let's just confirm these. Falcon. So rebirthing right now. Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy. Something here 3 to 6 months. There's more change coming. Okay. Things developing. Okay, so there is attached energy. That's developing. You need to let it be. Whatever's going on in the rooms you aren't in, you don't need to know. You don't need to know. Without those people, they wouldn't be evolving. I always say karmics get so much flack that they are so valuable in every person's life. They give lessons divines cannot. You should thank them. Your miracle will come, but this needs to focus. That's good. That's really good. This is around your... Oh, my nose. It's about to sneeze. This is around your energy now, but you can't fixate on it. You need to release it because that's underneath the devil here. This wish is coming true. You need to trust. The unwanted things need to be removed, purging, a clean sweep, things that are unavoidable. This needs a total makeover, and that will restore the harmony. 16th of the 6th, 16th of the 11th. One more. Oh, beautiful. You're grounding. Strength. Your infinite potential. Remember, she's the female magician, taming that ferocious lion within, guiding that hurricane constructively. She has compassion. She has self-belief. She stands in power. 7 to 10 days, something could be shifting for you. 7 to 14. I just said 7 to 10 for a reason. She moves with compassion. Right now, the right collective, you're full of resentment and negative thinking. You're finding strength. Okay. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to get their energy. Oh, hold on. I just want to get you an animal card. It just feels very... You're going to get beautiful emotion here. It's not that this person doesn't care. I think the issue is because you can see the core things you need to work on. So just don't let... Like, there's clearly things that are still blocking this. But anyway, I'm not going to speak too soon. Let's just get an animal card for you, and then we will... Yeah, what's underneath the surface? What are things you... I think it's more self-reflection. I'm going to be honest. This shark, it circles under the surface with truth, just waiting to... But I think this needs to be put towards yourself. You need to know where to go to gather sweet nectar and lift out the negativity. This hummingbird is beautiful. It's a card of miracles, but right now you focus on the things that overwhelm you and make you frantic. Instead of focusing on... This is how your energy is projecting. But you have the power of this. So they're literally saying you have the power to go... That play card, you can go wherever you want to go to gather your sweet nectar, but you choose not to, this collective. You choose to sit in this energy because it's like you're refusing to face something within. Don't focus on this shark energy externally. Put all that energy towards you. I always say, broken record, what is out of your hands should not consume your mind and heart. But what is in your hands, you as a person, should consume your mind and heart. The things you do have control over. You can choose to do things to find positivity, but it's the excuses. Oh no, I don't want to get out of the house. Oh no, I can't be bothered. Oh no, I don't have the finance. Oh no, excuses. The universe is literally saying, you have the power to find sweet nectar, but you choose not to. One more. Oh, whoa. So you're so powerful. You're my collective. You would probably give the best bloody advice, but when you're in an overwhelm, you do not listen to the advice you grant others. You wouldn't just be a teacher, you'd be transitioning into a master. You would teach people. The student is ready, the teacher appears. You have striking messages that the world needs to hear, but so does your soul. You need to listen to the things you say to others and put them into practice. You are so powerful. Don't let an energy that right now isn't aligning with you. Forget that about yourself. I want one more. Oh my God, and the lion with the lizard. Oh, look at the strength behind you as a person. You're so connected, but again, he closes himself off. You need to get out and about a little bit more. People see your strength. Do you see your strength? People see your power. People would be intimidated by your strength. But you let this person make you feel this big about yourself. One of the biggest things was you crave this person even though they make you feel like an option. You're belittling yourself. Watch the whole reading. Watch the whole reading. Look at how the universe sees you. So when you're in power, when you're not emotionally overwhelmed, you would be so impactful. So impactful. But as soon as you focus on negativity, look at the person you become. And because you have such strength behind this, when you're pissed off, I could just imagine, God help who's around you. You'd be a storm. You'd be a tornado. Probably takes you a lot to get to that point, but the more you fixate on this, you would be highly intolerant. You'd be short-fused. You'd be short-fused, very temperamental. You'd probably get impatient. Not all the time, but when you're overwhelmed, this kind of strength in your voice, especially if you work with others, you need to know and you need to really learn. Remember that, let go of negative thinking. Focus on positivity. The play, the rejuvenation, this, instead of wallowing in it and making you an anxious mess. Okay. I'm going to cleanse. I'm going to get this connecting energy. Be back. All right, so let's see what's really going on. True emotion right now. Okay. Just a heads up, you've got to remember the theme of this reading, okay? So it's not that it's not around you, but you need to be patient. Right now, the things that need to be developed and worked on. So they're sitting in a bit of selfishness, a bit of indecision right now, questioning loyalty, and you're probably questioning loyalty. They need space. But that's been the theme of this reading. So the energy work that you're doing and this and that, we said it in, I think, part 1 or part 2. This is underneath the divine veil. It's not a karmic energy that can be manipulated with energy work. Just watch the whole thing. The more you do it, the more you're pushing it away. Remember, the universe is literally saying it's sabotaging it. Watch the whole reading. So self-interest, a little bit self-absorbed right now. Not really considerating others. I don't think they're a narcissist, but you as a collective see this person with severe avoidant tendencies. They're still in indecision. And this loyalty, if they're questioning your loyalty, it's the blame game. They would be trying to validate their avoidance. And we spoke about that before, how the expectation shoots you guys in the foot. It's not that they don't feel it, but they try and find every reason to avoid it. And it does come from a place of this, selfishness. Do they know that? No. And until they do know that, they're not going to heal it. And that's healing. I say it all the time. Self-awareness first step. Then we need to realize how our behavior repeats cycles in our life with all different situations. Unsure, conflicted, they go back and forth, they question, they're unclear of what to do. And also I am hearing they could still feel such a loyalty and a connection to you. That's not the issue here. It's the behavior that makes them keep doing this that's the issue. It's not that the feelings aren't there for you, but they need to grow, because this collective, you need to realize you deserve better. Genuine feelings, loyalties with you, allegiance. Oh. They do need space. This says do not deserve. They're rebalancing, clearing their head. Self-care, I don't think this person would. I just think they're a little bit stuck emotionally. Let's get one more. Okay, I think that's more, they could feel a little bit of a claiming protective energy, which means they'd be jealous. So even though they've treated you this way, I'm hearing this for a reason. And I see this a lot for you. Just be careful. If you genuinely really do care about this connection and you are wanting this to kind of just unfold the way it's meant to, just be careful with the things that you're posting, or don't try and manipulate their energy and make them jealous and this and that, because it's just going to make them more and more distant. Another thing that doesn't work with divines. It may work with karmics. You might activate the jealousy and get them to come in. Divines, it doesn't work like that. They still have this claiming protective energy over you, which would frustrate them with this kind of energy here, because it's paired with disgusted. So I think this person's seen something, or it's like you've activated this. And is that valid? No, that's their own shit. Like, look at how this person's treated you. But this loyalty, remember the first one, they're questioning your loyalty. Yes, this person might be doing X, Y, and Z, which is terrible behavior. I just want to confirm, I'm not validating this, but part of their trauma, their armor, especially having a claim over you after how they've treated you, they're clearly, you've done something to trigger them. Okay, so whatever they've seen, unfortunately, they're appalled, outraged, shocked, they're angry about it. Get away from me. So they're trying to validate. But the sad thing is they don't even know they're being selfish. This is very selfish behavior. Just this, okay? Trying to validate their indecision with whatever they've seen, okay? And this is why they're really putting distance up right now. Not your fault, though. This reminds me of an energy. It's like you've done nothing wrong, but then you'd be the one that has to apologize. You know those arguments, you just want to soothe the city, walking on eggshells. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't. But you've got no reason to apologize. Right, collective, you'll know what I'm trying to say. Projection. Oh, I might be acting like this, but it's because you did this. Like, that's disgusting. Sorry, I have to say it. Okay, let's see this person's true intention here. And I just want to make it clear, the only reason it's still like this, because it's so veiled, because this just watch the whole reading. Oh my God, they're dreaming. You've got visionary, breaking barriers, divine masculine energy, fateful encounter. It's just so polar opposite to those emotion cards. Hold on a second. That is all about... Hold on. The moment I laid eyes on you, I knew... I can't explain how I felt it, but I knew I was meant to find you. I'm working on my divine masculine side. I need to be more assertive, confident, and speak up for myself. I can no longer bow out of things and situations when I become fearful, but fight for what I love, and that is you. I do believe that for this collective. I said it in the other part. It's not that the emotion's not there. That's not the issue. There are so many barriers stopping us from being together. I'm trying my best to become a better person so I can... hold on. What's going on around their energy right now? What are you activating in them? Oh, God. So this is where their indecision lies. So they are thinking of communication, but they're still flighty and nervous. So it's not that they're not thinking about it. This, I always say, this bird cards I don't like, because yes, it's about communication, making contact, text and call, but it's just a repeated cycle. It's coming from the nervous, indecision kind of... This person clearly still deep in their soul needs space. They still go back and forth in their mind. And I feel this person, even though this is here, there's something in their soul right now that's irritated, right? Yeah, they're standing alone. So maybe they're in a little bit of isolation at the moment. This is what the universe is activating around them. 12th of July could be an important memory birthday. 7th of December important memory birthday, 19th of June. They're breaking free from the programming, belief system, hierarchy. So there is some form of soul discovery happen. This divine masculine, I was like, what? For that to come out in their intention, they clearly know something about this journey. Wow. The wheel is at play in that. You just need to focus on you. That purple part with divine timings at play, let the universe take care of this. Wheel of Fortune, fate, karma, cycles, forces of the universe, destiny, synchronicities, getting what they deserve. Things are out of their hands, just how it's out of your hands right now, but it's all to harmonize them. So this energy here is clearly creating a dolphin energy. Peace, harmony, effective communication, which is needed for you to. Starting to become in tune with others, which is good. Hold on, let's get two more. 12th of February, 2nd of December. Okay, so middle of a season, so middle of a cycle. So it's starting to, and this reading's finding this collective. It's not about not believing this connection. If anything, it's to make you believe in it, but surrender to it, right? So what they're in the middle of a cycle, not the start, not the end, smack bang in the middle, but it's creating a purpose-driven energy, more security, more confidence, finally get things going, break out of their stubbornness, the bold, brave, which you've been doing energy work to create for them, which you don't, for the right collective, don't make it fit, to create more reliability, someone you can count on, and their magic and power within, the remembrance of you. So it's starting to germinate here. I'm seeing my 7 of Pentacles, magical, powerful, remembering the memories, a new event or happening. They're observant. Something is brewing. Let it brew. Don't be disheartened. While it's brewing, middle of a season, focus on you. This is in their soul, right? But you can see with that indecision. And this makes sense with, there's barriers. So they would be sitting on certain barriers. But I finally see, I don't think yet, but they're starting to see and understand everything. I am starting to feel hopeful for our future, but they'd come in and out just like you. I'm envisioning you back in my life, but I'm going to continuously work on myself. This ain't bad. 2 more. Oh my God. I love this card. They didn't get Dark Night of the Soul. They got Inner Child Healing. So they are working on themselves. I have made and used excuses in order to control or sabotage our connection. They're still doing it a bit. But now I realize the only way to heal is to mend, acknowledge, and forgive my past. Specific date and memory that's come in with healing. Another important detail. So from June 21st, August 5th, August 6th to September 21st, this could have just been the cycle that went, or even previous cycles, right? Important date. Don't make it fit. Okay. That's shocked me. I wasn't going to get these cards, but now I want to. I want to see if there is actual depth of intervention. Not yet. Sorry. I just want... Why did that come... Okay. I always say I'm just here for advice. For the right collective, this reading literally has come to just give you strength in belief of your connection, but also enough strength and belief so you can just surrender and start sitting and focusing on yourself, right? That's been the theme. Now, these emotion cards, You can see the imbalance still in their mind. Those intention cards, beautiful, because it's that's clearly pushing them to heal these, right? But it's still about working on themselves. Now, right now, remember your purple part. They'll be back, but you need to let things flow. Now, let's just say, and I am going to get tarot. Even, it's like I don't want to read this card for this collective, but even if this is about to happen for you, you need strength in self. I know these cards were beautiful, but remember the Phoenix energy. You guys can find so much strength in silence or through readings, but then when that's when, and I had a collective yesterday about temptation. Communication. Expect a message from me soon. I want to express how much I truly miss you. Just, they're in the middle of a season. Just remember that. Don't try and push something like you've done in the past. Remember the expectation deviation, and then try and force something that's not ready, and then it prolongs it again and again. I feel you're about to repeat something here, this collective. Oh, they're dreaming. I don't want to read them. It's sad because you can see they genuinely want this, but they're not ready. They're not going to present like this. They'll present dry. I want to show you what real love is and protect your heart and show you everlasting love. Oh my gosh, so they do know. But look at that. They've still got avoidance, which was your first card or second card for them. They do know. Twin flame and moonlight, perfect pair. Because divines, you're so connected to the moon and sun. That's what drives you guys. They got divine masculine. So twin flame. I'm going to speak as if it's, it says they know, but I'm just going to speak as if it's them. I know this is a once in a lifetime type of love. You feel like home. You are the one. The moon represents our emotion. Moonlight is the reflection of our love. Maybe you guys do talk to the moon. Find each other in the moonlight, but they still have their veil of avoidance. So they feel it all. But that means as soon as they come to enter, what's going to go up? The veil, because there's still lessons here. Remember your soul contract part. I knew this would happen before we tapped into them. Remember I said it's like, not that the emotion's not going to be there. Don't let this blind you though. It's to give you strength. The feelings are there, but they haven't completely healed what needs to heal to make this thrive, right? I really want to be close to you, but I avoid emotion. I avoid emotional attachments out of fear. So they want it. This in and out of this is because of this collective too. You're just as bad. Oh gosh. I wanted to get this deck to see the soul evolution. We don't have any soul evolution here. Yes, this is all surface level. They may believe in this journey. They don't have the enlightenment, the transformation, the fragmentate. They don't have the core things that really show the inner healing dark night. I know they got inner child healing. Maybe it's just started for them. But the cards that we, it's not here. Makes sense with the middle of the season. So this communication, so they know you're over it. They know, but this collective you ain't. But in their mind, they want to communicate. They know you are over their games and you will no longer accept less than you deserve. But this, I love you dearly, but you are an emotional doormat for this person. So they have the expectation. There's no way they would put up with this shit again. But you're sitting here pining after them. So again, you might have strength in silence. Remember the, hey. So when they think of communicating with you, they think, shit, I got to get this right. But what's going to happen? Oh, hey, how have you been? Oh, hey, because the armor's going to come up. So don't deal with it. Just advice. Make them reflect, because they already know you're over it. So if you just accept it, you take away the lesson. Black and white, this knight in shining armor, 100% that's black and white. This is about breaking free though. You're making them heal, which is good. I've always tried to be so realistic with life. We said that before. But you've opened me up to the color of this world. That's not opening them up. Nervous underneath this twin flame energy. You make me feel nervous and excited in a good way, but I'm scared to approach you. Not time. Moonlight. You. So they do speak to you. That's beautiful. You make me feel alive. I choose you without a doubt. So they are loyal to you. That's where that loyalty is. It's nice. Avoidant. Solitude. Oh, that was the card I didn't want to read. But this lines up with this pairing, whole reading. So do not force the river, right? Avoidant. Do not force. Trust. What's got a hold of their avoidant veil? The universe. Another confirmation. So the universe is literally saying to you, it's here, but it's not ready. Believe. Release. Expect a miracle. Divine intervention will push the two of you together when it's time, and they can treat you the way you deserve to be treated. This strategize, I think it's the universe. Let the universe deal. And if it's them, it's not a game of chess. You'll know when it's time. When they've activated that true masculine energy, which they're working on, they will lock in. Remember your soul contract part. Work on those things. All right, I'm getting tarot. Let's just get tarot. Alrighty, future of this connection, please. All right. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's beautiful. So you've got twin flame union, the lovers. So twin flame reunion, the one, divine union. This is the future of your connection. No timing, but you just need to surrender to it. Partnership, in love, commitment, harmonized relationship. I want one more for this Five of Cups, because I think that's what part of that soul contract. I feel this is more when this is released and you find the silver lining in this situation properly. Stop focusing on the spilt milk and understand the structure and what you've created in those other two cups because of what's happened here. I want one more for that. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. And I always say miracle. This takes years to ground. This Five of Cups was for your Ace of Pentacles. Miracle. You're so focused on the spilt milk right now because you feel lonely. That's all it is. You think this person's meant to complete you. You complete yourself. Abundance, opportunities, manifestations, reward, financial, get power couple. This Five of Cups was a blessing. Look at these cards. Literally Ace of Pentacles, twin flame union, lovers. Like, let go. Stop overthinking. Look at how powerful you are in the mind. Imagine the energy you're creating. That's too many. Remember I said I saw that card? The Seven of... You're germinating. Things are growing through your hard work and dedication. Just keep going. Oh my God. And the wheel again has got a hold of this. You just need to trust. It's not your ego's timing. It's divine's timing. Wheel of Fortune. This will come when it's meant to be longevity. Remember, they're in the middle of a season. You will get the answers from all the pain and sorrow and it'll all come. Get out of that magnifying glass energy. You remind me of one of my collectives. You literally would give your spirit team ultimatum. Just get them to contact me, and I'll do this and I'll do that. I just want to hear from them. I just need to know that they're still in my energy. Why? I always tell you guys, why do you literally ask the universe for just a message? Because I always say, be careful what you wish for. When you guys crave that, it takes true divines a good couple months to simmer down from bad communication. And then let it go. Trust. You will get all your answers. To your sorrow, it'll come full circle when you're ready. Hey. Let's just get 2 more. This reading's gone long enough. I think that's more you as well. When you've let go of the resentment, when you've let go of the negative thinking, you will approach the situation like this. Caring, nurturing, kind, beautiful, but realistic, and you will know your boundaries. You don't know your boundaries yet. If you did decide to put a boundary up, it'll come down from limbo when it's never not been there. It's always been there. Remember, the epiphany, the aha, the release of the Hanged Man comes through all the self-sacrifice, self-reflection, and the things that need to be changed. And one of the biggest ones is your energy. Who you're meant to be, and in your abundance, remember your soul contract, who you're meant to be when this arrives. You are the master of your path. It's nothing to do with them or the universe. It's you. Master your stepping stones. Focus on you. Because until you truly embody this, it will be stuck. That is what's destined for you. Now work on becoming that. One more. Oh, that's too many. But an active listening, being in synergy with one another. One more. Stop. You got both of my miracle cards with you will get your new story. Those 2 are my miracle cards. Fool in Tarot is literally the start of the journey. You will get your new cycle here. But when you're centered, when you're trusting the universal flow of life, when you're sitting in that serenity and peace within, when you've truly released, that's when your wishes get granted. That's when you receive your miracle here. Believe. You've got to embody Star and Queen of Pentacles energy to bring that down. But again, it's not there. You just keep prolonging your cycles with the longer you stay in the obsessive phase. Just remember that. And because it just accelerates disbelief. And like I said in that part, I reckon the right collective, as you're watching that, you're probably thinking, I don't think I'll ever get to that stage. You all go through it. You all think you'll never get to that stage. And you guys do get to that stage. So just ride the wave. Ducks. My little E just went next to my cat lady. I just heard the name Emily. But trust your intuition. You could be seeing ducks at the moment. Oh my God, you got 1 and 1 and E. But it's I. But I'm seeing it as 1, 1. You could be seeing your destiny, both of your destinies. Labradorite. Could have just bought a labradorite. Beautiful dreaming stone. Pearl. Remember your pearl within. Don't take your gifts for granted. You are the golden butterfly, but you need to believe that. Venus, our star of love, and the magic you embody. Put it the right way. Hums a hand. You are protected. This connection's protected. All right, important memories, birthdays. Angel numbers: 17th of the 8th, 18th of the 8th, 1-8. Oh my God, you've got 18 here. That's important. 4th of the 1st, 1st of the 4th, 18th of the 6th. 233, 234. Oh my God, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action. Consecutive numbers. Sorry. Trust your intuition. The right collective, you would have been getting so many signs throughout this reading. I always say for readings for you, it's not just our words that should resonate and light up your soul. You guys that watch collectives should have allocated signs from your spirit team. Put an incense on. Is that incense coming towards you as you're watching the reading? Is it going... if it's coming towards you, coming in. If it's going against you, not for you. Have an angel shuffle on in the background just before you start watching. Ask your angels, is this reading meant to align with me? And the music should line up to the whole message. And my readings go for close to 2 hours. So if you've got a whole angel shuffle in the background lining up with my words, confirmation. If you hear a part of the reading and you're getting goosebumps and then sirens start to go off or a crow appears, and I do say you should watch it outside. Nature is a big teller, especially with the wind and stuff. You guys should have signs. This right collective, if this was for you, because this is about belief and just believing and letting go, you should have had so many signs. And if you didn't do an angel shuffle, go to your angel shuffle right now. If this whole reading resonated, ask your angels if this reading is for you and press shuffle on your playlist. See what song comes on and write it in the comments. I love to see that stuff. Just breathe and believe. All right. I love you guys. Have a good day. Don't stress. Go do something you're passionate about. Go do something that you love. Light up your soul. Go dance. I think dancing can soothe any soul. Go dance and clean. Love you guys.